Hi guys, this is part 2.5 of my visit to the Blue Ridge Parkway. As you've already seen, I've done the first part started at the Sunburst Campground in Canton, North Carolina, and then I picked up the Blue Ridge Parkway yesterday, Saturday, drove that out, and now today I decided to get back on the Parkway at the Asheville, North Carolina entrance, and head down the Blue Ridge Parkway. I'm going to head a little ways south and pick up maybe 2 or 3 of the overlooks that I didn't get yesterday. And because I had to speed on by them, because yesterday at 6 o'clock I decided to made the decision, or 7 o'clock I made the decision to go to the biker bar where my ex-husband was and join him and his the elderly person he's taking care of. Anyway, so I overlooked and passed quite a few. Anyway, so I'm out here right now at an overlook. I'm going to get out, take some pictures, and do some video, and start this one. This is part 2.5. Again, part 2.5 of the Blue Ridge Parkway. I'll be back with you guys a little bit later. Okay guys, I am at the first overlook of the day. Okay guys, I'm at the Bad Fork Valley Overlook. Okay, I'm at another overlook. I don't know what the name of this one is. It doesn't have a sign. Okay, I'm at another overlook, which is not named. I think, a couple miles past where I started yesterday, or where I stopped yesterday. Because yesterday I stopped, I decided that I wanted to I'd just go to the bar and meet up with my ex-husband. And so when I made that decision, I remember mapping it, and it was about 25 miles, and now I'm at 27, so I'm probably a couple miles past. I know I missed a couple of overlooks yesterday. I didn't stop at a couple of overlooks yesterday. Okay, so this is a different vantage point. Now I'm going to head back up towards Blowing Rock. Have a good day. You have a safe trip and a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, guys, I'm at another vantage point. Oh, I didn't want that in there. Okay, this is across the street. Okay, I'm at the Hominy Valley overlook. Get off me. Sorry guys, there was a little fly on me. I'm starting to sting a little bit. Oh, sorry about that. It's absolutely gorgeous out here in the forest. I'm still at the overlook. I'm sure there was a time when people were living down in this area. Okay, I'm headed in the opposite direction towards Blowing Rock. I passed a couple of overlooks to get down here. I'm not that much past Asheville now. I've already passed the black exit to go to Black Mountain. Anyway, there was a couple more overlooks I kind of accidentally surpassed, but I decided, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, it's already 4 o'clock, and I don't know how far I'll get, but I'm going to go drive a couple more hours, then I'll turn around and I'll come back. And then I will also have to map it and see how far it's going to be from wherever I stop to my doctor's office. Anyway, like I said, I've stopped here at an overlook, and I'm on my way towards Blowing Rock. Be back with you guys in a little bit. Okay, I'm over here at the first overlook going north past the Asheville, North Carolina exit. Damn. Okay, I'm still at the same overlook. Okay, I'm at the opposite end of the overlook. Okay, I stopped here at Craven Gap. It's not really an overlook, it's a hiking trail. It's kind of a bust. I finally found the steps to go up to the hiking trail, but it looks like it's kind of overgrown. There's a lot of other cars out here though, so a lot of people I guess have been hiking. Anyway, I took one road that I thought was the trail. Obviously it wasn't. It was blocked off. It was someone's property. Anyway, I finally found the steps, but it's a little overgrown, and I decided, nah, I'm in flip-flops. I would probably need to change shoes. I'm not gonna, I wouldn't be there that long, so I'm just gonna go keep going up toward Blowing Rock. Okay, I'm at another overlook. Like I said, the last one was kind of a bust. It wasn't really a hiking trail. Anyway, I'm here. I just passed the Weaverville exit. So I don't know how far I'll make it tonight. I know Blowing Rock's a long way, so probably not too far. And I have an appointment tomorrow at 2 o'clock at the doctor. And that'll be about, well, a good little drive from, there's no way I could go to Blowing Rock. But if I make it back down towards Marion or Black Mountain, that'll give me plenty of time to get to my doctor's appointment. Okay, I'm across the street at the visitor center. I'm across the street from the visitor center at Craggy Gardens. I was gonna try to hike a little ways, but I couldn't, like almost 3 miles, so I decided not to. Okay, this is the overlook on the same side as the visitor center and Craggy Gardens. I am at the Ridge Junction overlook here on the Blue Ridge Parkway. It is just past Mount Mitchell State Park. It is a lot cooler up here too. Okay, I'm gonna go across the street now. Okay, I'm across the street now. Okay, this is the entrance to the Mount Mitchell State Park. I was going to go up there, but then I decided it's getting late in the evening, so I'm not. I'll have to come another day. Okay guys, I'm at the Green Knob Overlook. Okay, I'm still at the Green Knob Overlook. Okay guys, I am at the Mount Mitchell overlook. Okay, this is another vantage point. My phone's almost dead, so I'm gonna have to keep the videos pretty brief. Or move a little faster, which I don't like to do. Beautiful area. Okay, I'm at another overlook. According to the maps, I'm about 25 miles outside of Marion, North Carolina now. So that's probably where my last stop will be. I didn't get my phone charged up much, only about 3%. So I get charged up just enough to do maybe a few pictures. Took more pictures than I am video. This is gorgeous out here. Okay, I'm here at this tree. I think this tree is absolutely gorgeous. And do some video back up towards this way. Okay, this is the tree. I photographed this tree quite a bit from several different angles because I really, really like it. I'm not sure if it's dead or dormant. Now you can see all the way down in here this little overlook. Don't want to go too far down here. I wouldn't want to fall down through there. That would not be good. Probably fall to my death. Okay, here's the last vantage point. Okay, I'm at the Curtis Valley overlook. Okay. Okay, here's another gorgeous overlook. and love this tree. It's the first thing I photographed. Okay, here's out facing toward the sun. Okay, here's out facing toward the road. And this is the direction I got to go in, and according to the maps, I'm going to take something called North Carolina 80 into Marion, but I might go just a little bit past there. If I can. I'm having to starting to have to go to the bathroom. Here is the beautiful rocks across from the overlook. Okay, here's the other side. Across from the rocks. Thought I'd do just a tiny bit more. Okay, I'm at the Singe Cat Ridge overlook. It's getting late in the evening, about 6 o'clock, 6:30. Now I don't have much more daylight. It's been a long time since I drove all the way to Virginia on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and this year would be a good time to do that because it's not that far. Hey, well, I have to use the bathroom, and I decided that I'm going to have to try to find a tree or a bush or something to get behind. And there's a lot of trees out here. The cars, there's nobody at this overlook though. Well, as I was saying, I needed to use the bathroom, and I found a couple of little spots. This one was a little too far back. Well, no, actually it's not too far back. It wasn't too far back. Well, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? It wasn't too far back. Anyway, I also walked down this trail a little ways, but I decided it's getting late. I'm not going to walk any further. It's a pretty flat trail, though, out here at the Singe Cat Overlook. Anyways, I decided that behind these trees would work. And then as I was walking out of the off the trail, I see where this little patch over here behind all the trees, somebody has used it like 3 or 4 times, but I didn't use it because it was just a little closer to the overlook, and I don't think anyone would be hiking this late in the night, or the evening rather, but you know, you never know. So I decided, you know, I want to give myself a little more time, you know, to, if someone pulls up as soon as I, you know, start to go, I got a little more time to you know, go and get finished. Anyway, it's beautiful out here. Beautiful trees, beautiful plants. I love these. Little. Anyway, like I said, I walked a little ways down this trail, but it's getting late, so I'm gonna take off. Okay, I'm at another overlook. It's 7 o'clock. I am headed toward Crabtree Falls. That's going to be, I think, my last stop. It's about 4 miles up the road, and then I'm going to turn around and head back to, it said Burnsville or Marion. Burnsville might put me closer to Asheville. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It's beautiful out here in the evening time. Hi guys, this concludes part 2.5 of this video. I stopped the video before I got to Crabtree Falls. I did not make it to Crabtree Falls. That's a plan. I want to go back maybe on the weekend, or well, maybe not this weekend, because I'm kind of planning on going up the Blue Ridge Parkway to Blowing Rock this coming up weekend. And then maybe the next weekend or the weekend after that, I can go back to the Blue Ridge Parkway and hike up to the Crabtree Falls. I know that it's a little hard on me, right? It's still a little hard on me, so I'm gonna have to take it slow. I hiked yesterday, and yesterday, of course, I think I might have gotten a touch of food poisoning, or something I ate made me sick. Anyway, or I kind of know what made me sick. It was a sandwich from Food Lion, but anyway, because it has before. Anyway, so that didn't help me yesterday. But also, by the time I got back to my car, I had a lot of pain, and the pain was making me pretty sick. But after I drank a Pepsi, I felt a little better. And then today, I went up to South Mountain State Park, and I hiked a little bit, but not near as much. I didn't push myself as much. I pushed myself yesterday because it was a long walk. It was kind of a long hike, and some of it was uphill to get to the falls, and I really wanted to go, and I made a promise to myself that I would make it, and I would make it, and I would make it back down. I got up there, I'd get back down, and I made that promise that no matter what, I was going to hike up there, and then when I come back, I could say, hey, I made it. I had some pain, I wasn't feeling too well when I come back down. Of course, I forgot to take my heart medicine as well, but I was determined I was going to get up there, and I did. Today, of course, I took it very slow. I went to a park, like I said. The first park I went to, I didn't, anyway, I'll talk about that in another video. I ended up leaving and didn't get back to it. Maybe another day. But anyway, and then last night I walked and I did my exercises, and it's kind of tough because it does make my back hurt. So I'm having to take it slow. I know that the hike up to Crabtree Falls, I think is about a half a mile, and half a mile on a flat surface for me is really not that bad. I know it's not, because I walked from our house, mine and my ex-husband's house, to the park, a park that's not too far from the house, and it's about half a mile, and I had no trouble at all. He thought I only made it as far as the grocery store, but I was able to walk all the way to the park without an issue. But of course I was walking down through the neighborhood, which is completely flat, and then I was walking on a sidewalk, which is also completely flat. And that didn't bother me at all, really. I mean, I might have had a tad bit of pain, but nothing, not really. It was fine. But the hike, that was different. That was a little more painful. That was a lot harder. Today, of course, I wanted to walk more, but it was out in the middle of the forest, and I really didn't. It was getting later, and I was a little bit antsy, considering I saw a bear yesterday. So I was a little antsy about, a little wary, a little cautious about it. But I didn't want to, because it was so late, I didn't want to have to stop and rest. And I didn't really see any place to stop and rest. Yesterday there were several benches, and on the way back down from the mountain, I had to stop pretty much at every bench, but I made it. But I took it slow today. Anyway, like I said, probably not this coming up weekend, but maybe the next weekend after that. I've just got to, do a little more walking under my belt, maybe a little bit more hiking, a little bit shorter hikes, do the exercises that the physical therapist is making me do, and also some of my resistance band exercises, I'm doing those as well. So maybe basically, I think I'm just going to have to build up my strength a little at a time until I'm able to do more. I know that 2 years ago, or even a year ago, well, of course, a year ago I wasn't able to do it because of my ankle. And then before that, I had a lot of problems with my knee. So, and it took about 3 or 4 months for my ankle to start clearing up. It took about a year, maybe longer than that, for my knee to start getting better. So now I'm not having so many issues with that, but it's really tough on me as far as my back goes. So I guess I'm looking at, I don't know. I know my ex-husband's orthopedist told him that it would take about a year for disc issues to clear up, and that's what I have. I have 2 disc issues, one in my neck, that can affect both of my arms and make my arms numb, and that's what's causing one of my arms to get really numb, and that's what the physical therapist is supposed to help me with. And the doctor, of course, recommended a chiropractor as well, and I already know I need to go back to a chiropractor, so maybe that'll help. But it's just a little at a time. So anyway, so no, I'm not going to probably do Crabtree Falls this week. That's only gonna, today's Wednesday, it'll only be like 2 or 3 days from now, so I'm gonna say no, because I haven't been feeling the best, and with the exercises, they're making me tired, and they're making me hurt, and my ex-husband was right. If I do too much, it makes me sick. So I'll probably just opt for a drive down the Parkway, do some walking, a little bit of hiking, maybe, if I can find one that's not too desolate, and make my way up to Blowing Rock, and maybe past Blowing Rock if I can. I will have a whole week this coming up week to be able to do that before I have to go back to work, because my bosses have called me. But anyways, so I'll have a whole week before I have to be back for physical therapy and work. So that's my plan. This is going to be my next, that's my plan. Anyway, the next video will not be Blowing Rock. The next video will be, this is part 2.5, and the next video will be Blue Ridge Parkway. As a matter of fact, I've got about 2 more or 3 more videos, well, 2 more videos on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and then one of South Mountain State Park, which will be kind of a short one as well. So anyway,